Hello, Beyond Good and Evil, Walter Kaufman translation, Aphorism 8. I am getting to that in today's video as well, because this is a training of my mind to be more, produce more. Simply a matter of if you complete tasks that are related to certain dopamine circuits, those dopamine circuits get reinforced. So, me making intelligible videos on intelligent topics where I talk coherently reinforces my reward circuits around getting dopamine from talking coherently about intelligent topics for sustained periods of time and also being the center of attention. So I become less self-conscious being the center of attention. I can go do stand-up easily because this is effect the form of stand-up, and it's just having my brain relaxing and free associating in this state, the same as if you're doing a combat sport. You have to relax and free associate in that state. And it takes like hundreds of matches. It probably takes about 100 matches to really learn to relax in that state. And even then there's some ring rust that can come in. You have to know how to train a combat sport. And this is where I think a lot of people actually go wrong, is they don't take enough time in the actual preparation of themselves for the level of competition that they want to require of themselves. There's just a level of let's say I was going to fight for, let's say I want to do, I want to literally compete for the ADCCs when I'm in my later 30s. That's my goal. Just compete for the ADCC World Championship. What I'm doing now at 27 is training my body and training myself to be able to train in a way where I can sustain the level of training necessary to get the experience to be able to compete at that level. So right now, and again, because I kept getting injured. So I'm okay, I have to go back to the drawing board. And it's I've done this again and again and again throughout the 12 years that I've competed in combat sports. And this is just the way it is. I'm okay, I'm getting injured, back to the drawing board. I have back to putting all of these things together. And I want to get to Beyond Good and Evil, but I want to share this because this is important. The way I put it together has to do with in order for me to compete with people at the highest level, I need a certain level of physicality. There's also knowing yourself. I mean, I could talk about myself, and I'll probably have other videos where I do this, but I took some supplements before this video. I'm burping now. But basically, it's just about identifying what's necessary and then working towards what is necessary. Oh. And enjoying the process. So, without further ado, Aphorism 8. There is a point in every philosophy when the philosopher's conviction appears on the stage, or to use the language of an ancient mystery, adviantis asinus pluchoret fortissimus. That means the ass arrived, beautiful and most brave. There's a point in every philosophy when the philosopher's conviction appears on the stage, to use the language of an ancient mystery. So what he's saying here is quite basically, and this would even be that for him, I guess. He's kind of creating a meta situation where he's saying this is my beef with all the ancient philosophers, and this section is called The Prejudices of Philosophers. There's a point every philosophy when the philosopher's conviction, and it's in quotes, appears on stage. To use the language of an ancient mystery, the ass has appeared, beautiful and most brave. And it's he's saying, it's just very plain. He's saying that, he's doing the same thing, and now he's going to put that ass on trial in some sense and let you make up your mind as to whether or not that's valid. But what he's saying is, people don't arrive at their philosophies by this pure, disinterested, logical dialectic. They'll arrive at their philosophies by conviction, like Ayn Randian conviction, and then they defend them post hoc. And this changes everything, because now philosophy is not simply, it doesn't abolish truth. This is what I think people mess up with Nietzsche. Maybe even Nietzsche messed up. But Nietzsche, really, you get stuck on this. And the reason you get stuck on this is ultimately the Jesuits that we'll get to later. But the Jesuits of language, who would use language as a cage and rather than an expressive mechanism, when human beings themselves are actually the Word of God. Or at least made in the image of the Word of God, being icons of and partaking of his divine image and likeness. Very powerful stuff. I mean, this is where we get to from Beyond Good and Evil.